evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Holly Baker. Just days away from the election, Wisconsin once again is getting a lot of attention from political candidates. House Speaker Paul Ryan, Governor Walker, Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch, Congressman Reed Ribble, and congressional candidate Mike Gallagher will be campaigning together in Green Bay tonight, part of a final push before Tuesday. NBC26's Marissa DiCandino joins us live from Gallagher's Pizza in Green Bay with their expected visit.
Yep, Holly, it's kind of a who's who of Wisconsin Republicans inside Gallagher's Pizza here. We couldn't get inside because there were more people than anticipated for this campaign stop for the GOP. Governor Scott Walker, House Speaker Paul Ryan, and former Congressman Reed Ribble all inside on the campaign trail for Senator Ron Johnson and Mike Gallagher running for the 8th Congressional District seat. Now, Gallagher is a former Marine who's now running for that seat. He kicked off his campaign here at Gallagher's Pizza a few months ago. This was the 4th campaign stop of the day for this group. And coming up at 6:30, I'll have a little bit more on Senator Ron Johnson's campaign, which is now kicking into overdrive after recent poll numbers show he's neck and neck with Democratic challenger and former Senator Russ Feingold. For now, live in Green Bay, keeping you connected, Marissa DiCandino, NBC26.
Thanks, Marissa. Democratic congressional candidate Tom Nelson also traveling around the state this weekend for his Get Out the Vote tour. Nelson had 4 stops planned today where he spoke about what he calls the important choice voters have and how crucial it is for everyone to make it to the polls before they close on Tuesday. Nelson says he will support policies that strengthen the middle class, like ending tax breaks for big corporations and voting against what he calls bad trade deals.
We have the people on our side. The issues are on our side. I just talked about how we're on the side of working families when it comes to minimum wage, trade, Social Security, paid family medical leave. My opponent is on the opposite side.
Today, his stops included Marinette, Wapaka, and Green Bay, and he's planning on heading to Shawano and Appleton tomorrow. In the presidential race, Clinton and Trump are on an all-out blitz this weekend, now just 3 days before the election. This, as the polls in some key battleground states has the 2 nominees in a dead heat. Yasmin Amir reports.
In 3 days, we are going to win the great state of Florida, and we are going to win back the White House.
The great state of Florida, a must-win for both presidential nominees as they head out on a battleground blitz this weekend. The latest CNN poll of likely voters in the Sunshine State has Clinton and Trump virtually tied. In front of supporters in Tampa, Trump brought up a hot-button issue the Obama administration is catching a lot of heat for, the rising rates of the Affordable Care Act.
Real change begins with immediately repealing and replacing Obamacare.
His running mate, stumping in Michigan, tackled the economy.
Donald Trump and I are going to work with a newly re-elected majority in Congress. We're going to cut taxes across the board, and we're going to lower business taxes in America so companies here in Michigan can create jobs and compete with companies around the world.
I will fight every single day.
Hillary Clinton also hitting the ground in Florida, making stops in Miami. Her scheduled rally cut short due to the weather, but not before she made a last plea to voters.
Let's vote for the future. Let's vote for what we want for our country and our children and our grandchildren. God bless you.
I'm Yasmin Amir reporting.
Today, Donald Trump canceled a campaign stop planned for Wisconsin tomorrow. Trump was supposed to be in West Allis, but his campaign says it was canceled due to a scheduling conflict. Trump's running mate Mike Pence did campaign with House Speaker Paul Ryan today in Mukwonago. Democratic presidential nominee Tim Kaine will appear in Green Bay tomorrow. He's scheduled to speak at the Phoenix Room on the UW Green Bay campus. Doors open at 11 a.m. with Kaine slated to speak around 1 p.m. And if you didn't take advantage of early voting and plan to vote on Election Day, don't forget to bring a driver's license or approved state ID card with proof of residence. You'll also need to find your polling place, which you can do on our website, NBC26.com.
Some beautiful weather out there today. Definitely not feeling like November at all. Nearly hitting 70 degrees in Green Bay, out to the west, Shawano, down through Wautoma, reaching that 70-degree mark. And we were almost tying a record today in Green Bay. Very close, 71 degrees set back in 1924. And we may get pretty close to some of these other records in the coming days. It stays warm here on into the coming week. Temperatures have now fallen, though, into the 50s and lower 60s, and temperatures will continue to tumble as we go through this evening with clear skies. Holly?
Thanks, Matt. New information tonight. The Brown County Sheriff's Office has released new surveillance photos from a bank robbery in Alloway last night. It happened at the Chase Bank on Libel Street just before 6 p.m. A man, you can see in the photos, slipped a piece of paper to a bank worker and got away with cash. And although he did not show a weapon, employees say they felt threatened. There were no customers in the bank at the time and no one was hurt. Police say it was a white man in his 20s wearing a maroon hoodie and jeans. He was also wearing a fake mustache. Police don't believe the public is in any danger, but if you have any information that could help the case, you should contact police. Well, still ahead on NBC26, an inspiring story of two unlikely buddies after a miracle brings them together. But first, how's the weather shaping up for the rest of the week? Matt will have your full forecast next.
You're connected to NBC26 News at 6 with Holly Baker, Matt Hoffman, weather, and Marissa Silva, sports. NBC26 News at 6, keeping you connected.